As I trudge from pen to pen in the freshly fallen snow, I think about that ancient scene 2,000 years ago, so far away from this old farm, that desert country inn. So long ago in a different land did the Christmas story begin. My mind does idly roll along when chores I do each night. Sometimes I pray, sometimes I sing, sometimes I poems write. Well, this cold eve I'm wondering as I walk the frozen ground, how different would that manger be if the facts were changed around? Not 2,000 years, let's say 100 years instead, and not the town of Bethlehem where Jesus lay his head. I imagine for a moment that the place where he was born was here, not far from Stony Plain, on a frosty Christmas morn. Perhaps a winter teepee with a warm and friendly glow cast upon the deerskin walls from the fire burning low. Maybe as Jesus lay there on a bed of soft moose hide, there would be wise men waiting in the cold outside. The gift that they'd have with them instead of gold, frankincense, and myrrh would probably be a hand-stitched quilt, jam preserves, and beaver fur. And instead of one bright star to guide the shepherds in that night, I imagine an Alberta sky ablaze with northern light. Well, as I pitch the hay around, I laugh at the whole thing, at how absurd the crazy thoughts that my imaginings can bring. If Jesus were born here in Alberta with only 100 years gone by, why, that means there'd still be people around who'd remember when he was alive. Would we still be talking about him, making our hearts yearn, writing about his miracles and waiting for his return? As I walk back to the house, my horse is now all fed, these thoughts stay with me on this Christmas Eve and wander about my head. I guess there'd still be Pharisees living by the law, telling the old-timers it wasn't the Messiah they saw. In fact, if Jesus were born not far from here and not that long ago, would the world be all that different today? I guess we'll never know. We'd all still just be human and perfect in every way. We'd all be doing what we thought was best and still turning Jesus away. As I get ready to go to sleep on this northern Christmas Eve, I think about the days to come, and I get down on my knees. I thank him for his coming here as a helpless little babe, so we could know him personally and receive the love he gave. I tell him that I'm grateful to live here in Stony Plain, so far from war and hunger and all its awful pain. I thank him for my family, that we live and work in peace, and ask that we don't become complacent because we live here with such ease. Yes, Jesus was born so far away, 2,000 years ago, but he's still right here and he's still right now. This I personally know. And as for human suffering, there's something we all can do this year: give gifts in Jesus' name to celebrate what he's done for you. Thank you.